It's my Ed with Jeff. Seriously, it's my Ed with Jeff. Okay, why isn't it taking a picture? Oh, it's taking a video using the seating chart in MyEd BC. Okay, so many people are already using the seating chart function. However, there are some tips and tricks that I'd like to share as far as how you can make the seating chart special for you. So I'm logged in here to my Chem 11 class, and my Chemistry 11 classroom has a very irregular uh, shape. Instead of desks in rows, we have seating positions that are a little bit strange. So I'm in the design mode, and in design mode, you have a list of students on one side, and you have a grid in the middle. Now, because the grid is shaped like this, it kind of makes us think that we have to work in rows, but we can make the grid however big we want it to be, and those spaces that are in there are going to count, even if we leave them empty, as negative space. So there's going to be some separation. So, for example, I'm just going to seat everybody. I can seat them randomly or alphabetically. So this is the one of the easiest ways to get started. And you'll see it filled them all in um, rows. Okay, so that makes us think that we have to use rows, but we don't. Okay, so my Chemistry 11 classroom is a long classroom, and it has tables with 4 students in it. So what I can do is I can even make this a little bit taller and use all of that space. So I'm going to put my students in those table positions and separate those tables with a 3 space in between. And then, sorry about that. I'm also going to seat these students. Now I'm doing this randomly. Of course, you can choose where your students go. Okay, but, oh, come on, Ferris. There we go. Right. And so I have my 6 seating positions in here. I have 2 more tables to fill. So rather than go with that, I'm going to go like that. And now everybody is seated, uh, and we are there. So now I'm just going to click this trim button, and that's going to trim it to around my seating plan. Okay, and so I've only used the spaces that I need. And when I go to this to save it, it will exit the design mode, and you'll see your students show up in your rows of clustered desks. Now, when you look at this, you'll be able to see the pictures of your students in the training environment. None of the students have pictures. Um, some of yours don't have pictures, but for the most part, you'll be seeing um, that with that. And then if you click on printer friendly version, your seating chart will come up uh, looking like your classroom does. Now, when you look at this seating chart, it has the empty spaces in there, okay? But you can um, then write things in between there. For example, with the COVID, you can write the distance in between each table, okay? Or if you wanted, you could put a something in the, write something in there that says that you have plastic dividers. Um, Obviously, with this many students, you're having a report that goes on 2 pages as opposed to 1. Okay, and in this case, if you find that you want more of a visual separation between the tables this way, you can always have more spaces in your grid to do it that way. Oops. So we're back here now. If we go back to design mode right here, you can click on any of these students and do a quick seating change. So if Lila is being a problem at this end of the room, you can always just flip and move, and Kritisha is going to work way better with Alianer. These are great names. And Marian Princess and Sukhman Preet just had a big breakup. So we're going to move Sukhman Preet there, and let's get Shivan Raj back there as well. So you can just make changes as you wish. Okay. And if you were wanting to, once you've printed that one out and you've got it done, you could also make a seating plan for when you go to the computer lab. So you can just click reset and set it up so that you have a wider room, those 11 desks, but only 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 up and down. So you get a different shaped room. And let's say this is room 1306, where you go to take your class. So if I just put students in here randomly, once again, we've got students filling all the rows. So we're going to put them all in the computers that are there. And to account for the space at the back of the classroom, we're going to leave that space empty. And so it actually starts to look like the classroom is. I'm just guessing on the number of computers in each row here. So if you're a teacher who's been in 1306 lately and I've got it wrong, whatever. So then when you exit the design mode, your class again looks like the classroom in 1306. So you can change and create as many different seating charts as you want. You do have to go back and um, reset it if you want to change it again. And if you want to change the size, oh, you can see this one. This one actually shows up all on one page because of the way we formatted it. If you wanted, you could put it on landscape, so change the paper to sideways so you get a little bit of, and that's how you print out your seating chart. One last thing with your seating chart thing. This is a great way, and I use it all the time, to take attendance. So when you're looking at your Chemistry 11 class, you'll notice that you go into seating chart mode, your class shows up exactly how you would be looking at it. So if you wanted to do your attendance, you can do that right from in the seating chart. So you have a visual way of checking. You don't have to read things out. You can just scan the room and pick which student is absent, the same way you do from your list. Okay, and if you have offsite students, obviously, you can enter them that way as well. So the seating chart tool is pretty powerful and has some hidden features that you can use. It's really useful with the fixtures in it to leave for a TOC. And again, when you print it out, you're doing the physical distancing part that Ben and Kevin and Aaron have been asking for. You will have space in between to write notes on how far apart these people are. Great. Thanks very much, and that's how you use the seating chart. Oh, okay, why isn't it taking a picture? Oh, it's taking a video.